Welcome back to Opplin LDTV. Blessings to everybody tuned in. Do me a favor, smash the like button and smash the sub button. And in this video, we're going to talk about new internet sensation, TikTok star, celebrity, if you will. His name is Lieutenant Dan, and he's from Tampa. And so Lieutenant Dan is famously known for not wanting to leave his boat during this storm, the Hurricane Milton. And so he was adamant. Even police went out to his boat telling him that he had to leave. Whole time he was like, nope, this boat that I have here is going to rise and I'm going to be able to survive. Of course, his choice is extremely dangerous. He could have definitely died. But as we've seen, yes, we've got some damage. But Hurricane Milton thus far hasn't done close to as much as a lot of people have projected. And so what happened with Lieutenant Dan is that today he went on live with Kick streamer Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross gifted him some things. So let's check out the clip of him and Aiden Ross.
Man, the owners of Kick and I, we spoke. I know you're not really aware of it, but it's okay. We're going to help you. I'm going to work with these guys. These guys seem to know you. I'm going to ask how you guys know each other in a few. We were able to come up. I'm going to be able to pay for a boat for you. We're going to get you a nice boat, in the range of $50,000 to $100,000. And we're going to get you a full-time Kick deal, which is a live streaming deal where you can stream your entire voyages and all your adventures. And you could have a passive income come in. And you're going to be, you're going to have a Kick deal, man, a live streaming deal. So you could live stream and connect with fans all over the world, and they could really see your adventure, man.
Wow.
So there you have it, Lieutenant Dan. He now has a new boat, from $50,000 to $100,000 new boat, and he has Aiden Ross is going to set him up. Kick. They can set him up with having basically a passive income of people following him. Of course, he was on the fortunate end of this whole situation, so he now gonna have a extremely just huge following. So shout out to him, man. I'm glad it worked out for him. See, the issue with hurricanes, right, is that his boat was literally in the water. So if they would have got the 15 feet storm surges like what was projected, his boat would have definitely just been ripped apart. Like, let's be honest, his boat would have definitely been ripped apart by the winds. The winds were going to be most likely 100 miles per hour plus. So yeah, he had a very, very small probability of surviving, and he made it out. He had the faith. He stuck to it. He knew that he was going to survive. But thankfully for him, like I said, the storm didn't do half of what was projected. But yes, there's plenty of damage here and there, not just from the rain, from the wind, and also from the tornadoes that popped up everywhere. Which also, let me mention that during this Hurricane Milton, I guess it clocked in the most tornadoes in Florida history that landed. So, wow, that's crazy. But also let me mention that Lieutenant Dan has one leg. So I know Lieutenant Dan from the movie Forrest Gump, he ended up just kind of being like a stub. But, I mean, he ended up having no legs. But this guy, who they nicknamed Lieutenant Dan, he has one leg. But, yeah, man, shout out to him, man. This is dope. Before I get out of here, let me explain. Okay, so Lieutenant Dan's boat was literally in the water, which is where the Hurricane Milton was supposed to land and drop into the city. And so that's what you would consider a flood zone, because the water was going to rise and surge onto land. And so the issue with hurricanes is that if you buy a house that's in a flood zone, then it's a high probability that your house is going to flood, because the water is going to rise and your house is going to flood. And so looking at houses, it's in your best interest to find a house that's not in a flood zone. And so, yes, I'm sure Tampa has a lot of people that did stay. And for the most part, it's because they weren't in a flood zone. So they can hunker down and, just do their thing and just wait it out. The most they would do, they'll probably get some damage here and there. Like a lot of people got some damage. But other than that, their house ain't going nowhere and they're not flooding. So, like I said, Lieutenant Dan was in direct, clear danger. But he was fortunate enough to survive it. So shout out to him. And, I know there's a lot of people that left Tampa. There is a lot of people that left Tampa. Even some people got hit hard over in the Orlando area. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rain and a lot of, like I said, stuff kind of ripping off their houses and everything. But like I said, all those things can be replaced. What's most important is your life and being able to live on to enjoy your life. But yeah, that's all I got. But yeah, hop in my comment. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation. It's the God, Opland LDTV, reminding you that when you're in these streets, it's quality over quantity. And I'm gone.